Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the bus driving to tomorrow. We'll bring the love, no just the horsepower. Is it a new or a TX5? We'll show you what's real, not just the hype. Styling views and engine modes. We teach you more than just photos. Taking tools from the basic stuff. Truck and gear and car gear stuff. If you new or is this open, all the love of cars you ain't seen nothing yet. It's even money, driving pro. This is more than just machines. It's the love, the life, the people. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to dreams of control. Still we break it down. Helping every number in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. We talk the truth, not just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to dreams of control. Still we break it down, helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Welcome to the road, and where are the misty souls? For the love of cars, Uganda. On the streets, the stories right. All the new design with pride. Toyota, Nissan, Benzo, Mazda, we break it down, no propaganda. Every papa's got a tale. Let's try to see the scale. We talk the truth, not just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to dreams of control. Still we break it down, helping every drummer in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the bus driving to tomorrow. We'll bring the love, no just the horsepower. Is it a new or a TX5? We'll show you what's real, not just the hype. Styling views and engine modes. We teach you more than just photos. Taking tools from the basic stuff. Truck and gear and car gear stuff. If you new or is this open, all the love of cars you ain't seen nothing yet. It's even money, driving pro. This is more than just machines. It's the love, the life, the people. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to dreams of control. Still we break it down, helping every number in the town. For the love, for the love, for the love of cars, Uganda. Okay, man. I love the girl. She don't, you want me. She don't, you want me. But I tell her, yes, I tell her. Ration nimble, 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 nimble inside. 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 Girl, you my number one. Kwasoka na kukamane kuyo wako wakwa. I tell you that, but you don't care. You don't give a damn, you don't dare. My number one girl, you rule my world. You took my heart, never ever, but you made me beg. You made me beg. Every time I come over, you made me beg. But why? Why? But why? Why? Ration nimble, 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 nimble inside. 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 Sitting on motoka, sitting on kabanja, sitting on bling, jagala kuwa some love. Give me some love, be my better half. I promise I will never let you down, my girl. Jewelry, dollar bills, many things don't mean nothing. For as long as you got my heart. Nayan wachonga makoma woluli. Sikumanyi ulunji nchakwetekeleza. I tell yes, I tell no, I tell baby let's take it slow. You were my number one girl, you rule my world. You took my heart, never a bad part. You made me big, you made me big. Every time I come over, you make me big. But why? But why? Ration nimble, 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 Ration nimble, Ration chizante, Ration nimble, Ration chizante, nimble, nimble, nimble inside. Ration nimble, 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 nimble inside. Girl, I love you, but you never ever take what I say. See, I need you, but you know what to do ever again. Rock my one, it goes around, around and round and round and round. I love you so, I need you so, I never leave you so. Girl, I tell you this every day, every night, that I really feel you, I can't deny. Give us a chance, you and I, you and I, you and I. Give us a chance, you and I, you and I, you and I. Ration nimble, 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 Ration nimble, Ration nimble, Ration nimble, Ration nimble, Ration nimble, Ration nimble. Sitting on motoka, sitting on kabanja, sitting on bling, jagala kuwa some love. Give me some love, be my better half. I promise I will never let you down, my girl. Ration nimble, 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 Ration nimble, Ration chizante, Ration nimble. Nothing gonna last for long. Time does not wait. Okay, man. Good morning, my people. How you doing? It's Random Cat Talk Thursday, and I want to talk about brokers and the corporate class. And the corporate class, yamwe abakera mu office ne mutula mu office n'obeerayo ku lunch n'ogenda n'olya lunch n'okoma after lunch be in the office until evening, and then you drive home, and that's your routine Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday, and that's what you've done for like the biggest part of your adult life. You've been in the corporate class. All you know is office work, deadlines, targets, KPIs, meetings, corporate class. I want to talk about you those. I want to talk about you guys and the brokers. And you know, guys, as I was coming, I thought about Kamoga Property Consultants, Haji Kamoga. You know, the guy is on the run. I know you guys have heard. Dude is on the run because bamunonya dash kansoke kubira akayimbako. Kansoke kubira akayimbako. Haji Kamoga bamunonya banange. Not just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. From dusty road to dreams of control. Still break it down. Helping every driver in the town. For the love of cars, Uganda. Welcome to the road, and where other miss this soul. For the love of cars, Uganda. All those streets of stories right. All the new they shine with pride. Toyota, Nissan, Benzo, Mazda, we break it down, no propaganda. Every bumper's got a tale. Village up to city scale. We talk the truth, not just the brand. For car lovers across the land. For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty roads to dreams of patrol. We break it down. Helping every driver in the town. For the love of cars, Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We'll bring the life, no just the horsepower. Is it a no or a TX5? We'll show you what's real, no just the hype. And engine rolls, we teach you more than just photos. Tools from the basics up. Trucking, E and car get stuff. If you knew or a season bed, all love of cars, you will see nothing yet. It's even learning, driving road. This is more than just machines. It's a love, the life, the dream. Good morning, Master Mutiamyombia, Mark, Presdo, Antonio, Lorenzo Mule, Brigitte, Kakai, how are you? K. Jovan, Richard Wanga, Nicolas Sebulime, motion by Benji, Mwemane K. Rachiobio, Alex, Dasha 256, Kamukama Emmanuel, good morning, JJJ Obaya Nyoyo, Paul Sema VIP, Sechitorico 2020. The song, there's a link, but I'm going to put a lyrics video. Someone ampeleza ka lyrics video ngaka nko the office awo na akampa Nsereko Starch Events, Basic Chris, Louis. Good morning, my people. How you doing? It was sad yesterday. It's still a sad thing. We lost more than I think 60 people yesterday in a bus crash. There was a head-on collision of two buses, and a lot of people died because of two main things. One of the main things that should be addressed in the long term is the type of roads we have in Uganda. We have very bad roads. Let's accept. We have highways that are as small as this car road here, Nga Highway, which take it, right? And I'm thinking one of the reasons why the Entebbe Express doesn't register accidents every day is because it's two lanes and traffic doesn't face itself. What I'm saying is that these two lanes on Entebbe Express are all going in one direction. You get it? So you don't get to meet. But the roads aside, we have to accept that we have bad roads, poorly planned roads, and I'm even ashamed to say that they have not been upgraded for a very long time. I'm ashamed. If you're not ashamed as a Ugandan, then you should be ashamed that you're not ashamed of the kind of road infrastructure we have in the country. Number two, bus drivers drive very badly. Abasajja ba bus na aba taxi on the highways, they drive very badly. For some time, I've actually thought that what if we could have bus accidents where only the driver dies?
maybe then other bus drivers will start behaving. A crash like that one, only the bus driver that caused the accident dies. It feels like it's a little bit too harsh, but because if that was happening, yesterday's accident, only one driver would die, the one that is causing the accident. Because one guy was overtaking and he was fast. The other guy was also coming, he was fast. Which take it a bus guys drive very badly. Taxi guys have a drone. Banange the drone guys. Ateka tibafu na buno obutala buke 13. They have those very bright lights. The daylight bulbs. They are too bright. He will give you that car light you won't see, and then he will bring a head on. You get? So for me, for some time I thought that if there was justice, then we would have accidents where only the driver that is doing reckless driving dies. Then maybe other drivers will learn. You get? But it's bad, man. It's bad. Gerardo Ruma, Dasha, start him one number. Hey, are you coming from the studio? Cause that's in Zambia from Machi. No, Umar. So guys, yesterday was sad. I am hoping the next set of leaders that we get, 2026, they think about trying to upgrade the roads because the money is there. We have the money. When you look at the kind of mansions government officials put up when they cannot justify with their income, you get it, then you know we have the money. We are just not spending on them on the right things. Apparently Kamuga did a number of fraudulent land deals, and he has cases in court. He was supposed to go back to court. He skipped court. He skipped his bail actually. Yabuze katiba munonya kumusiba. You get? And you know the thing with Kamuga has got me thinking. Like guys, just maybe money is not everything. Just maybe. Because you could imagine a person like Kamuga Kati Abuzi. Yekwese is in hiding. Freedom. Muna babasajja bamanda bagezi katamanda bagatambuliza mu box board ogirabye. Mana gatega kyatambulira mu lole ziri open. But guy, do you realize that freedom is one of the things that is very important? Okuberanga you can move and go wherever you want. Okuberanga you can talk to whomever without worrying that they will report you. I mean, Stachi! Stachi, gwa manchorimpa. Omuchana yogedde si yonna eraba. Stachi. Noza ntereka ekizike nkwe namba mbutuufu. Ekyo kiwedde. Henry Modern Juice, good morning. So guys, I wanted to talk about brokers and the corporate class. Do you guys in the corporate world realize you need people like Arthur more than you even think? The guys in corporate class, you are the people that will Google everything. You don't know what is on the ground. Let me tell you something that happened. You know how I have been looking for a Land Cruiser. So there's a broker that has been abadde ayagala kufera mama ban yamuwa Suzuki Escudo. I'm even embarrassed to say this. Mama ban actually thinks the Suzuki Escudo is a Land Cruiser. There's an angle the guy took pictures in that almost makes the Suzuki Escudo look like, okay, the Suzuki Escudo has these big off-road tires. For anyone that is not really, but guy, you corporate people, you need Arthur. Consultation. Everyone that is seated in an office right now, now you're not on the ground. Put money. So the Suzuki Escudo that can't even be bought 7 million. If anybody buys it more than 5 million, they are just buying it because they don't know what they are buying. There are cars like that. So she sent me images. I think on Tuesday I was busy. I did not see the images of the car. And when I saw the car, I laughed. I laughed and I told her I'm even embarrassed that it's you who is being duped like this. So apparently it's a Suzuki Escudo. It's a Suzuki Escudo that that is, I think, a UAL, something like that. That's a Suzuki Escudo that should be bought about 3 to 4 million shillings. And I'm saying this because if I have nothing left to buy and there is a Suzuki Escudo that looks that good, you get, because it looks good, I would buy it at least 4 million. You get? So apparently the dude says, you know, every workplace has their broker. The one thing I realized, every office has the broker that sells cars to the people that work in at that workplace, or the people that work in that office. Every building you see there, every building that is there has an office, and every office has an office broker. Now, this office broker is a person that works with these people, either part-time or full-time, but it's the person that knows their test. This broker understands what these people are looking for. This person has somehow convinced these people in the office that he knows where all the good and cheap cars are. Somehow, this person has even convinced all the people that work in the office that sometimes he has these big people that are tired of cars. Now, the story I'm sharing, Mama Aban gets it from her workmates. Nti onogaya abira neba minister, abira nabagaga, orumwe moroka bagala kuzituna nga tebamanyi wa kuziguza, so that they reach out to this guy. Guy, that they reach out to this guy, nebamuwe motoka. Okitegeera mbwazi batundire. So that is the jazz that is going around. And apparently in every office there is this dude. I remember but now start saga na I am a principled person. So guys, so the thing that happens, I remember there is a time a lady hired me to inspect for her. And when we went to inspect, the first person we went to was this broker that sells cars to all the guys in office. And she told me, Arthur, office. So we go to this guy's bond. Now the guy knows how to take care of cars. You remember the lady I told you about with the time we were looking for the Toyota IST, and I told her to go back and look for money and buy a car from the bond, because apparently all the ISTs were not good. You get? And she had I think she had 18 million, but all the ISTs at 18 were bad. And even the IST that the office broker got for us was not good. You get? So the office broker had got her a Toyota IC that looked really good, but it had an accident history, very serious one, and it also had an engine issue. You get? It also had an engine issue, but I know she went back and bought, because everyone in the office, they buy from this one office broker, they take back the cars to this office broker. You get? Which I still find, I find this to be, I find this to be totally okay. The only trouble that I see is that these office brokers, majority of the time, rip you off. But let me tell you, okumanya ba broker tebaina ansonyi. Apparently, this office broker is also a pastor. and because he's a pastor, there is a level of trust that he has with the people that he sells cars to. Musumba. So the Suzuki Escudo that I tell you that I would not buy more than even 5 million, Nzenga Arthur, knowing what I know about cars, apparently he's selling it he was willing to sell it to Mama Aban for 25 million shillings. But he was telling her that he's doing this only for her because he knows her. And he told her the car, apparently he was planning to sell it to a South Sudanese client of his who is in America. And that and that the South Sudanese customer is still in America when he comes back. But since he's not here, he will sell it to her, and that he's even willing to sell to her on credit. She gives him 20 million and and she pays the balance in equal installments of 4 months. Now, I realize a lot of you corporate people go through this every day. Muchiita muchine ekintu wina kunaite mumanya. Dr. Kam, Oseka. My Prado Kajambia started vibrating when it hit speeds between 60 and 70. The mechanic said it's a failed gearbox mount, which apparently costs 200k. How true this might be? Karim, ebintu ebimu tewetaaga na muntu kugamba. Let your mechanic take the mounting out. They show you. If it's broken, it's visible. Some things are not for Arthur to even tell you. We have a workshop for car owners very soon. And at this workshop, we're going to show you how to see some of these things. I'm going to be telling you at the end of November. We are doing this workshop as you guys get ready to go for Christmas or for the festive season. So Munange, I thought, let me just talk about it, because apparently every office has a company broker. This is the guy that sells cars to all of you, and he rips you off. You even call yourself a pastor. This is one of the reasons I don't go to church. Etaina nagula millions zisukka 5 okujjako ng'okutte mujega. Gwe n'ogamba omuntu ndu yo jjajji muguza 25 lwokuba customer omu South Sudan gwadde ogenda ogikuplani ng'ogiguza 35 ali mu America. No, you even go ahead to tell the person the first installment ng'egula eze moroka 5 n'omugamba gy'aba akuwaako mubanjiza emyezi 4. Oh my God. Oh my. You guys in the corporate world, when you say that he is a pastor named Panika, Pastor Mutufa inakuba mulimba nebirala. Mweba guy, men take advantage of us ladies because we know nothing about cars. I know. Mweba guy, you people in the corporate world, you need to put Arthur on retainer. Nga Arthur buli mwezi omwereza yesatu aliyeko buli kubanga Arthur buli mwezi ebintu byayogera biyambako gwo butabibwa. Some of you guys in the corporate world mwebe nkaso kugenda mu bond ogule moroka nga gwe your office broker convinced you that at 22 if you get a good field at 22 oba ofunye okitegeera n'atangamba nti atagenze n'ajeewula n'osasuyira omwaka mulamba asinga. There are things that people should man. So anyway, every office has that guy, and normally that guy is a mature person. Normally that guy knows all the slangs in your office because he has worked there before or he works there, so he knows the politics. He is liked by all the senior managers majority of the time. Now, the senior managers know his ways, but they don't tell you the young ones. You get why? Because sometimes he also gives them a bit of money. But you can imagine he's selling a car of 5 million. I got a jiguzo mukazi million abiri mutano. And you know, Mama Ban came very sure. Nangamba onoga yangambye nza inzo jinguza abiri mutano. But I'm sure inza no jinguze 15. I'm even disappointed. I was disappointed because I've showed her a Suzuki Skudo. Noza abane azimanyi no kumusinga kati moroka. In the beginning, yasoka nangamba 35, and I was still disappointed that the Land Cruiser, like the ones I was looking at they are being sold at 35. I was disappointed because neye moroko jigura 35 era oboguze bubi jengamba. But then when I saw the Suzuki Escudo, the first thing was I laughed and I called her and I asked her, is this a Land Cruiser? Ochitegera banange babroka bakola sente. I'm from Guru. How much can I get a BMW convertible pricing? I have no idea. And you people from Guru buy bad cars. I don't know why. You people buy bad cars. You like Masape. And by the way, guys, I've also come to realize that for you to become a pastor, you need to have no regard for other people. You only have regard for yourself, and everything you do, you justify it by saying Jesus said, or God sent you, or it has been anointed, or the Holy Spirit is there. You just have to have no regard for other people. Munange musumba. Omusumba yaweleza ne multiple messages. Are you serious? Are you serious about the car, or I give it to the South Sudanese? Omanyi waliwo omuntu gwe babba n'owulira bubi kati ye tebaamubye. But some of you guys have told me, there are times I've met someone and he told me how much he bought the car nga njitunulako nti seka olumu nga ndine makanika netuuseka ka tumugambe tetumugamba. There is a time. Now this person was not my customer. This person was an hobby of one of the mechanics I work with, and for a long period of time I've been talking about self-importing cars and how disastrous it can turn out, and people don't listen to me. So this one time this mechanic calls me. I go to this garage, and the only reason he has called me to show me what his hobby bought. I've shared this story. The hobby bought a Probox 4-wheel drive, very rusted below. Ochitegere oyino mwana adduka bakesisi oyo atunda sumbusa. Bali badde babaleka bami ne batunda sumbusa zaabwe. Omusajja wa watermelon wuuno. Nesendeza watermelon zonzirina. Ina no kasitowa kanga akopo sente obutonotono. Tumala okulya watermelon. Ani Ramadhan go ngamba watermelon tugirirenga mu obusigo. We musajja chichi nawe man oyina wotakola luli nenzwa amanya agayite eno kale mwe bagayi. Actually this should not be only for corporate class. It should be even for people that are in these buildings. Some of you guys actually abali mbizimbe no wansi muri busy n'okusinga the corporate class. There is a guy, I talked to him on phone, I think a day ago. Now, sometimes I'm very serious about I'm very serious with my consultation fee. So the dude calls me, and when he calls me, I say hello, and he says, "Is this Arthur?" I say, "Yes." "Arthur, for the love of cars." I say, "Yeah, it is he." He says, "Okay, let me first put something for you." I think he did not know about my consultation fee. Genuinely, I think he did not know. So I say, okay, and I think he's going to put consultation. I was going to lift my weights. That's Tuesday. And so I start lifting weights. A message comes, and then he keeps calling me for like 3 times. Then I answer, I tell him, "You know what, give me 10 minutes. I'm going to call you back." So after 10 minutes, I call him back, and after I've seen the message, he had put 12,000 shillings. And because I'm imagining everybody by now knows my consultation fee. I tell him, "You know what? I would like to ask you to top up the money to make it 50,000, or you reverse the money you have sent to me." He says, "Let me top it up." And we go off the phone, and he sends an extra 40,000 shillings. And then he calls me and says, Arthur, I've been looking for you. And then he shares his story. Now, this person is a business person, like some of you guys, not a corporate class individual. And he says, Arthur, the last time I bought a car, I don't think I bought properly, which is totally true. He says, the last time I did not have time. So I went to one chibanda like this. I bought a Primo. I wanted a sea light. And I ended up buying the normal Primo. That's like a year ago. And I bought it at 22 million shillings. At that time, the sea light was very possible. I remember there's a time we bought a sea light. We bought it at 19. And he says, I think I was ripped off because I did not have time. So I am calling to consult you. How much can I get such and such a car? And then he says, this is how much I have. Do you think this money that I have can get me the car I want? And I tell him, no, it can't get you the car you want. But if you top up and make this amount, you can get a number of them, and then you can look for look out for the best of them all. He says, okay. How long would it take me to get the car? Because I am very busy. And I say, you need to give away a full day. And he says, a full day? I say, yeah. Now, this is one thing that most of you guys are suffering with. You guys that are busy, business people and guys in the corporate class, you struggle a lot with having to give away time for you to find something that you're going to drive for the next 2 years. You guys struggle a lot with finding the car. Or you know why you would be. I've told you time and again, when you're going to look for a car, give away an entire day. Kera kumachane Arthur, the guys that have been looking for cars with me, we come here 9 a.m. on the days I run 10 a.m. We go start looking for a car, and we get a car by evening. Never by a bond, the people that have gone to the bond with me, it's not as simple as you walking into a place, getting a car and getting out, because those are used cars. If you are going to buy a 0 mileage car, you would walk into a showroom, get your car, and even a showroom, you number plate. You go order, and they tell you when the car is ready. You get Umaru, uyu spamu yayi. Spamu vena kajja na kubba. Spamu vena kajja kubba. Ani mulwadde bannange. Antonio. The baby is fine, and daughter is also recovering from the wound, though it's so painful, but she will be fine. Tomorrow we're traveling back to Uganda to meet with the other medical appointments. Amina Presido. I'm a pastor, but we lead by exampleship. Those are not real pastors. Now, otherwise, God have mercy. But do you realize, Alex, that there are so many pastors that behave like that? Because I think naturally people are inclined to trust people that pray for them. As in now, me, I'm big-headed. Why would you buy a BMW then you are in Gulu? Do you have a BMW mechanic there, or you're a mechanic? Aunt Karim never have a mechanic Gulu. BMW again Molima. How much is that car? The Benz S450. I have to ask Dasha. So anyway, guys, I know you're busy, but I've told you time and again, if you're going to buy a car, don't look at a single bond. If you're going to buy a car, don't work with a single broker. I don't work with a single broker. You used to be an honest man. Maybe you did not work closely with him. You did not. You did not work. You did not. So apparently, you guys, when you're buying a car and you decide to move with one broker, agenda kuyiya akutwale paka lwana afuna kyakuguza. And the sad thing is that these brokers, They are not working for a lot of money and they may make you make a mistake. These brokers work for as little as 100,000 shillings. Some of them 50,000 shillings. Ayagala kuguze moroka nga akozeko emitwalo 10 naye nga gwagenda kukozesa ensobe y'obulamu. Of course katono ye pastor ate obubbi bwo bwa kika kya waggulu. Emoroka ye million 5 ayagala gitunda million 25. Naye mwenze natiddemu. And you know Mama Ban was telling me ono guy ayina abantu betukola nabo bangi bazafunira amamotoka nga za raisi. And that she told me that before nga sinamanya moroka. And I wanted to get examples of cars. And she said kati waliwo Pajero. I really like doing business with pastors or men of God. Kubanga if you charge Mr. Arthur 2.5 for my service, here must have 3.5 because they have some money. We've done a crusade 1 week and 1.5 million per day. Ati bakuba ankube starchi. Sente bakuba ankube. Me, I'm scared. But you know the thing, eh? And this is totally unrelated to Alex. Eh? Don't please get offended. There's a time an auntie of mine had issues. So a pastor came to her home. I drove them because I'm the one that had a car. And we go to her home. And this pastor was praying for everyone. And he was skipping me. Praying for everyone. But he was skipping me. They always skip me. I think I look at them like this and they always skip me. But they always skip me. But sigwa. Ninga ba cameraman. So I test him. I think I've shared this thing. At the time I was still dating Mama Aban. So I tell him something that I was doing. And because he knew she was my girlfriend, he goes and tells her what I've told her, but in a prophetic way. Tells her kakati mwe, mugenda bera mwe muti. And then she comes and tells me, Pastor Agambye what ne what. And I tell her, but I told him that thing. I told deep in the village facilitation where we eat, we drink, we sleep. Zimbagala nyo, edakati will charge them down with the red card. That's I know kwambala, look good kakati I need money. Naye ng'ekizike kyo kitegese kyogenda okumpa ekireeta ennamba. Kubanza ennamba nyina entuufu eriko. So guys, abali mu corporate world, abatunda amaduuka gammwe, you people that are business people nga muli very busy. Some of you guys don't have time. I don't have time. Ate nga nze naalibadde nabo. I told you of a guy yankulubula wa double cabin on Saturday. On Monday, I was supposed to go to his garage. Bagolole bumper yange bagifuwe. I have not yet gotten the time. And I don't even do half of the thing. I don't do all the things I want to do. So I would totally understand that some of you guys are very, very busy. There is this dude. You remember the dude I told you % okunonye moroka? Nenonye moroka, nesijifuna. He came. And we look for cars together, because he wants something that's almost as good as new. He called me again, I think during this week. Chance because I know who he is. I told him you cannot get a car that looks as good as you want. The issue is you would be getting a wish that looks as good as you want at around 20 to 25. But at that amount, normally I advise people to go to the bond. Say, Karim, but you guys like the broadcast. So he said, and I told him, I know what you're looking for. Because there are cars that we saw that looked good for his budget. And normally when I'm inspecting a car for someone like that, then I sense that he wants something that is as good as new. 16, 17, 18, those cars can never be as good as new. Majority of the cars at 15, 16, 17, 18 have been driven for more than 5 years. That means they have been driven by literally more than 2 people. One of those people could have been dirty. One of those people could have been reckless. One of those people could have moved with kids. So the car is not going to look as good as new it's in the interior. One of those people could have been scratched cabin where kati munango double cabin wadde yangamba ngende yonna muvuddeko emoroka yange ndigikola maase eyo ndigikolera. And also I don't like the kind now that I know that the paint has levels sikyagala muntu kunfuuyirira moroka yange njagala langi wange ne mwegulira gwe bagenda okufuuwako amazima kati nze langi mulondamu kati ngende bafu emoroka yange bagifuuweko langi w'omutwalo okitegeera ebyo nayo nange amasa ebitanyuma. Ministry requires finances than you think, and sometimes we invest our personal money for God's sake. It's all about sacrifice, bro. Sibya nze Alex mbakufuuka lwakuba sobola kufuuka pastor okubeera pastor olina okubanga omutima mugumu nga totya kati ng'oyo pastor oyo gwe mbagambye yali muyaaye nnyo okubeera pastor olina kubanga oli mugumu Alex. Waliwo abantu abakutunula kati nga atanaatutaba ati naakutunulira. Is the time I was in church and the priest was preaching and the priest preached and I said really Yemboze nyuma kunywa ne Sekatawa. You know Sekatawa is a Seventh-day Adventist, and when he had just started working with me, he was really strict about his work schedule. He never worked Friday starting 6 p.m. He never worked Saturday, and there are times nga Sekatawa mugamba Sekatawa tugenda kola kino ku Saturday. There is a time he even cried. Sekatawa was a staunch Adventist. He was a religious person. He's no longer. He doesn't go to church. Do you know why? Omukadde w'ekkanisa yamubba. Bw'amala okumubba church n'emutuuza ne bamugamba asonyiwe omukadde w'ekkanisa yamubbye. N'agamba nze ne church twawudde. So I find that sometimes churches are very exploitative. Arthur omazemu amanya, I wanted to collect my 15 million at least buy a car. Dash, you can get a car at 15, but it won't be as good as new. When you prepare your expectation, that's why normally I tell you guys, pay consultation to Numiem, so that your expectations are normal. They are not out of proportion. It's important that you understand what you're going to get. At 15, you're not going to get a car that looks as good as this. If you get it, you're lucky. I think I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. At 15, omuto kugenda ba olumunga sponge yayikamu. At 15, ekyompe kigenda kuba olumu kyaguba. At 15, dashboard ejja kuba nkolemu. At 15, sure deal suspension ogenda kuba ogenda kanika. It's very few times that you get a car at 15 nga togenda kolamu. Oh, President Antonio Starch ayogedde ensonga njikulekedde bwe tebajja kusiba nze bwe njogera wano bayinza okunnona. President Antonio jangu recommending omuntu gwe tuba tulonanga for the love of cars. Kati fe abamu tulina abantu abamu betukkirizibwa okwogera nti betujja okulonda. Nze nja kulonda Munyagwa. Amazima mugamanyi naye nze nja kulonda Munyagwa. So Dasha, at 15 million you can get a car. 15 million you can get a Subaru Impreza. Murabaga kalika Impreza kenda kola ko review the first Impreza. Nina Impreza jende itaje nakoze ko review endala. The Impreza WRX. But there is a normal Impreza, the one I did that was switched, that has a 2-liter EJ20. That one, you can get it 15 or even less. You can get some Foresters. Those are cars that I'm talking about that will actually look a little bit better. Toyotas, 15 million and below, you're not going to get a car that looks very good. But with Subarus, you can even get a Subaru at 13. It looks really good. Start Agambi again, that's also consultation with Dash. Dasha. Go wachikubada. But Arthur, the black Subaru you reviewed, was it a lady driven or? So guys, we successfully sold one of the cars we did pre-sale inspection with my advice. He sold it at the price I advised him to sell it. Yes. The Mark II brand, alinga ajirida mu price je namu recommending that sajogera mu video. Ajirida tanatuuka na yajirida. Nenga yo Subaru yatundiddwa. So does Touch know how Dash looks like? I'm sure he knows. JK Dash nange namulabye ne ku TikTok. Kati nze bwemba namulabye gwe kuba mwakafaananyi Touch okunoonyereza kwanoonyereza JK. Hey, olaba Touch amanyine yani ono Martha wa Emma bwafaanana. Abaana banoonyereza JK. So anyway, mbadde njogera ki? Mbadde mbaga memoroka ze twakozeko pre-sale inspection. When you come to do pre-sale inspection with me, I will recommend a price that you should sell your car. But also, I am sure you have an ideal price. When you're selling a car, there are two prices. No, there are three prices. There is a price that you want to sell based on how much you have invested in the car. Okay? There is a price that the brokers will give you. Yeah? And there is also a price that the final buyer will give you, whether you like it or not. Okujja ko ngemoroka ye is special. But there are those three prices. So when I pre-inspect a car for you, I'll give you two prices. I'll give you the price for the final buyer. I'll give you the price for the broker. The price for the broker is for when you want to sell and you want to sell. The price for the final buyer is for when you want to sell, but you're not in very good big need of money. Mugisha muntu. President akoze endorsement ya Mugisha muntu. Yeah, bamu nominate Mugisha muntu. Kasa mulabye nga ayise gundi. Starch events super custom yenywa bakubya Antonio we yagambira mbu super custom yali tenywa bisera byaddanga amafuta ga raisi. JK gamba social media looks are not anything to go by. And kati JK for us, kati fe abali ku ground one. We look at a social media image and we imagine what it will look like without curation. Let me show you how I look when I put effects here. Let me retouch myself. Karitacho karabye. Karitacho karabye. That is the retouched Arthur. And let me remove. Aha. Difference of your bands in the retouch. Let me retouch myself again. Retouch omurabi. Smooth skin. Kat retouch kamujeko. Kat retouch avudeko, that's the real me. But there is also something you can do. You can add lightening there. Or you can put it off. Una YouTube yaleta filter. Akwa filter za YouTube. Teziringa za TikTok. Ate za TikTok ozozi ndaramu. Alex, muntu mumuganye. Mugena mwamburera. Amazima mugamanyi. Mwena amazima mugamanyi. Hata you have to be a lawyer cause owolereza. Dasha nze si owolereza. Nze nkuwira Dasha fe kati. Tumanya okulaba. Ne tumanya nti kakati wano kuba tukimanyi buli mukazi agenda ku TikTok ateekamu ka filter. Ne tumanya kati wano filter bwaba yataddemu filter yongeddeko percentage ki. Kati filter ntujijja mtuka kati bwati bwafaanana. I am sure Starch na background check yagikoze. Anyway guys, lero nakulubadde lwa cooporate. Namwe abantu abali mu business abali mu kikubo. I have people have inspected cars for nga babiri mu kikubo eyo nga bali wansi nga mbutuufu bali bagenda okuba oli. And there are people that are also not in kikubo nga they are employed naye nga the knowledge. You remember the lady I told you about abereye matugange ewange yali agenda kugula nuwa biliena. I am telling you by now yali badaji parkings. Yali badaji parkings. One, because of the fuel consumption, because ijembeera. But also two, because emotoka kaseta niko kunywa amafuta ba makanika batandikira okujonona. Eyo biliena. Fill the 1.8 liter buy. Ebegenda kuwangala. Actually, for the people that are planning to buy a field and drive for like 10 years, don't buy the 1.5 liter, buy the 1.8 liter. Irimu 2ZR. Yobogura. Togura ya 1NZ. The people that are buying 1NZ are people that are planning to drive that car for 2-3 years batunde. Because in that period of time, ejakuba etanso kujja mu luchere, olumaka jigere kajja bakagize naye 1.8 liter tolina kyogikola. kyovula ba wish ziwangala nti uli agivuga n'agitwala cross engine tezifa kujja ko ng'ekyamusi okitegeera nemwe muzanya ne starch anoonyereza. Filters don't do much. It only makes the skin smooth. Now also making the nose a bit small, nothing much. I've had very many friends come for holidays to meet their social media girlfriends and get disappointed. So anyway, guys, they can basibule n'akantu kano. Olaba ngajjeke bwagamba social media agira. Faces can be deceptive. And when someone wants to sell you something, they'll be sweet. Starch bwoga na chusa yingino tekemu 3L. Sipo custom gula. Newe woga na jivugira ku yingini yayo. Bwoga na chusa yingini gula. Valvematic yeje nkugamba Rashida. Buy, just buy. Toina chogenda jikola. I have a friend that is driving it ajivuze from 2020 yajigula a little bit lockdown nga yakatandika. Ajigula before the lockdown. Ajivuze paka kati. Bode kadi walala engine ekyali nga bwe yajigula because toina choyinza jikola. Fenama zimatugamanyi nga president bwagambye. Ne for now tugira tusongewa mugisha muntu. At the right time tunasonge walala. 15 million not enough for a good kakate. How much should I get for a good Vitz? Vitz new model better than million nga 17. Na nkadde. Because right now it doesn't make sense to buy a Vitz from the bond. Those Vitz million asato mobile kati zinempya ddala. Kati buli eringa ke navuga nga luli. Buli mu million 26. In a way it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. I think you don't have high hopes for the person. Alpha 2009 3.5 liter V6. Buy. Ataka teoto ina chogenda jikola ya V6 Alpha. Ekizibu kidi kimu kyegenda kunywa amafuta ekutami. Oyagala ojituna nga teri agigula. The only time someone should buy a car that is 3 liters and above is if they live in town and work in town, because there you can never feel the fuel consumption. Like the Chinese have a supermarket downstairs, they live upstairs. The only time they drive their V6s is when they are driving to go to the market or to the Chinese restaurant and stuff like that. How much is the 3L engine for the Super Custom, if I may ask? There is no 3L for the Super Custom. The 3L is the 3L. You'll have to change literally everything. Ochitegeye, right? Na 3L and since the wojiguze gubono yagala ojigula mbipe jakulia. 3L bajigula ku kyebwa ayisi. Ochitegeye, right? Obana ogwa ku kigege nga yabivaamu n'oguleyo yingini n'ogisiba. Zonna za kuzzaawo. Ojigule milioni zo nga 3 oba 4 okitegeera nojja naawe n'ogisiba n'otereeza n'ozza bupya. But the price I'm not sure. Sijja kusaagala kulimba otuuke mu katale nga bakuseera ng'ogamba ki. Matha Academy njogera naye omukyala yekka ayagala Ipsam naye nga ate Mark to Grand Jerry. Ndoza mulaba. I know where she resides. Ndoza mulaba Starch amanyi ebintu ku Matha ne Emma byatamanyi. Guys, ze kamba sibule ngende nkole emirimu emirala. Mwebale kunjagala, mwebale kwagala for the love of cause, mwebale kubeera ku broadcast ya lero bagagga bannange. Chairman Zaka yagaye buli akeera ku broadcast wano oli mugagga era njagala mbagaye muli bagagga. Mubadde oya tunagagga wala kati ogagga wadde. Kimanye nti ogagga wadde Muyombya Mark, President Antonio Lawrence Omule, Bridget Kakai, K. Jovan, Richard Wanga, Nicolas Sebulime, motion by Benji, Alex Chovio, Pastor, Dasha 256, K. Jovan, Kamukame Emmanuel, Sechitoleko 2020, Paul Sema VIP, Starch Events, Basic Chris, Gerardo Ruma, Umaru, Nima, Julia Sengova, Kambes VIP, or your doctor, Karim, Ruwama Ashraf. Stephen Omoria, Richard Aki, Emmanuel Arinaitwe. Comments about office mechanics change brakes of a Rumion at 850. I laughed at my female workmates. Are you sure, Jesse? Made comment your surgery. You also have office mechanics. Name our services, the corporate people. They are gala. Makai Jovan, JK, Mama Zeyo, Rashida Farm Security, Samuel Ntale, Tunaire Rogers, Agambi Ambrida Tokola and Sobi. Jovan, all are good, but the custom comes with the 1KZ, but you can do an engine swap with the 3L or 5L. They are all reliable. Nabo Kamori, I don't take you for granted. Thank you very much, guys. I wish you a very lovely day. Question Friday yancha atere ncha tugera bane chimeza. Katamba Isaac Katen ilali gwe trusede. Name kama vampiro mukisa bagayi bange. Ciao.